Hello everyone, welcome to what is an escalation clause in a real estate, how does it work and when you should use it. I'm Uros Markovic, realtor with a Real Broker and Redline Real Estate Group. And before we start, click the subscribe button below, notification bell, and like this video. It will have this video reach more people just like yourself. And if you have any questions, put them in a section comment below. I promise to answer them all. Alright, so let's start right now and talk about the escalation clauses. So an escalation clause is a terminal real estate contract that lets home buyers say, I will pay X price for this home, but if the seller receives another offer that is higher than mine, I'm willing to increase my offer to Y price. In theory, an escalation clause is simple. In practice, there is a lot of details involved with them. So you might wonder, how does an escalation clause even work? So while escalation clauses vary significantly, the general escalation term has a few basic components. Number one is what is the original purchase price. Number two is how much that price will be escalated above any other competitive bid. And number three is what is the maximum amount that the purchase price can reach in a case of multiple offers. Alright, let me give you an example for this. So for example, buyer Mark offer $100,000 for a home. His realtor adds an escalation clause that in case of a higher competing offer will increase Mark's offer in increment of $2,000 above the competing offer. His escalation clause goes up to maximum of $110,000. If no other offers are submitted, Mark's offer remains at $100,000. If buyer Kim offers the sellers $103,000, then Mark's offer would automatically escalate to $2,000 above that, bringing his offer to $105,000. If buyer Veronica offers $111,000 for a home, then Mark's maximum of $110,000 will be exceeded and Veronica will have the top offer. Here is where it becomes a little bit more complicated. Will the seller accept an escalation clause in a real estate purchase contract? Some home sellers simply state they won't accept an offer with an escalation clause. They would rather prefer to have buyers submit exactly what they're willing to pay for the home. Sellers sometimes prefer this method because it motivates buyers to outbid one another on very first try. It also streamlines the contract paperwork and decision-making process. Another question that you absolutely have to ask yourself is, will there definitely be multiple offers? The escalation clause should only be used when the buyer is absolutely confident there will be multiple offers, or when the buyer expects to pay an increased price. Buyers who submit an offer with an escalation clause are laying all their cards on the table. The seller knows immediately how far the buyer will go to secure the home. If that offer ends up being the only offer submitted, it technically remains at its original price. But the realtor representing the seller will know to counter offer to the buyer at the higher escalated price, since the buyer is clearly willing to pay more. While there is no guarantee that the buyers will agree to the higher price, it is likely they will. A buyer gives up a lot of negotiation power and potentially leaves money on the table when using an escalation clause that goes unmet by a competitor. Another question that you should ask is, has the seller's agent clearly stated one-day review or multiple rounds of offers? In hot real estate market, a wide variety of offer review processes can be available. Some might specify, for example, that the property is going on market on Friday and all of the offers will be reviewed following Thursday. The sellers and their realtor will make a final decision that day. Well, this situation can be ideal for the escalation clause, when a buyer knows it is an all or nothing offers. Other sellers take a back and forth approach. They might collect all of the offers from all of the buyers and then respond to a handful of the best offers by saying, send us your highest and best offer. This particular technique is very disliked by many consumers and professionals for its lack of clarity, but it is important to know that it exists. Before writing an offer, the buyer's realtor can inquire to fill out the details and make sure the buyer is prepared for this situation. Writing an escalation clause on the initial offer in a multi-stage situation can put the buyer in a weak position during the second round. It is perfectly legal for a seller's realtor, and with the seller's permission, to reveal to all potential buyers what the top initial offer is and to ask everyone to bid it. In this case, the escalation clause would reveal what the buyer's maximum is, losing a competitive edge. So what I can advise you here is to bid with a careful confidence and know that each situation is unique. If you're considering an escalation clause, your realtor is probably busy researching circumstances around the seller's process of reviewing the offers. The realtor's knowledge of normal practices and probable outcome in your market will make your offer much more likely to succeed. Escalation clauses in real estate can cause a lot of stress for home buyers, but when you're boiled down to the basics, they are very straightforward. Remember to be realistic, to be comfortable with how much of a competing bid you're willing to offer, and to confidently go after the piece of a real estate at that price. Buyers shouldn't be tempted to escalate the purchase price above the figure they will be comfortable paying. At the same time, they should realize if inventory and interest rates are low, that aggressively pursuing good home at a good price is necessary to win in a competitive market. And potential buyers who are only looking to get a steal offer ends up not being buyers at all. Thank you very much for staying with me until the end. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Thank you and have a great day.